Hi, this is Dave at Warbird Airbrush Studios. What I have here is probably the most famous, maybe the only photograph of Billy the Kid, the legendary Old West outlaw. And what I want to do is reproduce this as an airbrushed painting, and I want to use a totally different style, one that I learned from Steve Gibson called the Crease approach, where it'll be a grayscale image at first, and then we'll add layers of color in here. We'll bring in some depth in the flesh and some of the clothes he's wearing and stuff like that. And then we'll add some texture in the background, some with freehand, some with stencil, using maybe something like Gerald Mendez's Texture Effects 3. So what I've done is, this is the pristine image I'm going to keep. Right below it here is the working image, which I've affixed to an aluminum panel that I've prepped by scuffing it with a red Scotch-Brite pad. Now on the back of this piece of paper right here, I've taken a 2B softness pencil, spread that around in a lot of areas, and then I've taken a red pen and then a red pencil, and you might be able to see some of that here. I've traced over that, which should transfer the 2B lead on the back side of this onto the aluminum panel. Now most times people will just tape the very top and use that as a hinge. They'll flip up and make sure they caught everything. This time, to try to keep it flat, I taped the bottom as well, so I haven't flipped it to see if I've gotten everything. I think I have. What I've been doing is looking, I don't know if the camera can pick this up, if you see like indents in the paper here where I've gone over and traced things, and when I trace the darkest parts, I try to fill those in so that all the lead on the other side transfers onto the panel, like saying, these are my darks, this is what needs to be established, and then I'll shade the other areas accordingly, relatively, looking at my original here, just to keep that in reference. But here you see some of the red around Billy's face, his vest, his neckerchief, all that stuff. So, ready for the big reveal here. And again, when you're doing this, I would say just do the areas of contrast. What you want to do is map out certain areas here that show you where you'll be on your reference picture, so you know where you are within the painting. This is a very common technique. You'll find other videos, other information about this. This is quite detailed because, as you see, like with his sweater or jacket, whatever he's wearing here, it's a lot of, looks like it's corduroy or some kind of pattern up here, maybe if it's not just rolls in the fabric. Same on this sleeve here. This cuff area down here is definitely got some corduroy, some texture to it. So here we go. Let's pull this back and see what we have. Peeling off the bottom here, I'll prop this up a bit. Now if I find something beneath this that I missed, I'm still going to preserve my top piece of tape here as a hinge so I can lay it back and be reasonably sure that I'm in the same area. So here's the transfer drawing that comes through on the other side. I'll try to get in closer to show you how that looks. And this will tell me where I am in the photo by how I filled it in. And again, in the reference picture, his left leg here is super dark, so I couldn't find many things there, but looking within the layers in that photograph, there's some very dark darks within the darks. I tried to fill those in black where I could, just so I know that I can get to them if I need to. And got the rifle detail here. Some of this, I'll stray from the line art at this point. I'll freehand some, well, I'm going to freehand the whole thing, but what I'll do is improvise a little bit here and there. I can see it looks like I missed the band here on the rifle that goes around the fore-end grip and the barrel. That was a miss on my part. Maybe I can flip that back. And as long as we've got it open, this is what the back side of that looked like, where I transferred the lead onto there by rubbing it with a pencil, just to trace over it with the red pen and pencil later, which just gave me a place to, using the red, see where I'd gone over and where I'd not gone over. But on this kind of paper, as it was printed, with a color printer, it must be very smooth because even the pencil wasn't picking up. So again, I just looked for indentations in the paper. Hope you like it. I'll keep you updated on progress as I go. Thanks so much for watching.